Hiya BookTube, it's Janet, and today I'm going to show you all the books that I've received recently in the subscription boxes that I subscribe to while I've been on my little hiatus. From Owl Crate I have received Ace of Shades by Amanda Foodie, Welcome to the City of Sin, Casino Families Reign, Gangs Rule the Streets, and The Secrets in the Shadows. It's something very different to what I'm used to, not usually the sort of book I would pick up, but I'm definitely willing to give it a go. In my May Owl Crate box I got two books, and the first one was Sky in the Deep, and this is by Adrienne Young. This follows a girl called Elin who's in a clan, raised to be a warrior. She's a fighter, and everything suddenly changes when on the battlefield she suddenly spots her brother fighting for the enemy. I've heard nothing but really good things about this book, so I'm quite keen to give that one a go as soon as possible. Catching Stars is by Kayla Keenan, and this is a tale of witchcraft, witches and fantasy and survival, so that sounds I love all things witches and things like that, so that sounds like a really great read as well. I've also got From Twinkle with Love by Sandhya Menon, a young girl who wants to be a photographer and movie maker. I've seen a lot of people have already read this on BookTube, quite like it. It's from the same author of When Dimple Met Rishi, again a book I've got on my Kindle but still got to read. But I believe that this cover is unique to Owl Crate. I think the other cover might be pink, if I'm thinking rightly, or yellow. Maybe yellow. I'm thinking yellow. The book I received from Owl Crate in July, which I was absolutely thrilled to get, is My Plain Jane, and this is by Cynthia Hand, Brodie Ashton and Jodie Meadows. I absolutely loved My Lady Jane, which was a retelling of the Lady Jane Grey story, and this is a retelling of Jane Eyre, my favourite book of all time, but they do it in such a fun, irreverent way, and so I'm definitely thrilled to have got this one. I love that they've got the writing in bright luminous green. Again, I think this is exclusive to Owl Crate. I think the books on the shelves are a different colour, so I was made up to get that one. On to Fairy Loot now, and I received Onyx and Ivory, and this is by Mindy Arnett, and if you can just see that cover, it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that beautiful tree, very bleak, very wintry. Already it's making me think maybe I need to read this on a cold wintry day. Winter is coming. It's got black edges as well. Follows a girl called Kate who's known as a traitor because her father attempted to assassinate the king or the ruler, and she now works for the courier service. Haven't read any more than that. I'm just completely drawn in by the look and feel of this book. The next one I've got to show you from Fairy Loot is Grace and Fury, and this is by Tracy Banghart. And this sounds like it's a dystopian fantasy novel. It's where women have basically got no rights, and some women are graces, and I think they have some sort of privileges, but you know, it's not that great. And I think our protagonist is actually in prison. I've just taken off the dust jacket, and inside it's just, on the naked hardback it says, "Not all prisons have bars." And on the back you have a little silhouette of the character on the cover. In July's Fairy Loot box I got Heart of Thorns by Bree Barton. Again, an absolutely beautiful book. It's got sprayed red edges, and this I believe is a tale of revenge. The main character is out for revenge against the person that killed her mother. Don't know much more than that. Quite happy to not know any more than that. And in my Illumicrate box I got two books from my June selections. Illumicrate is quarterly, so I've only had one of those while I've been away. And the first book I got was 1,000 Perfect Notes by C.G. Drews. An absolutely beautiful paperback with red edges. It follows Beck, whose mother was once a famous pianist, who she lives out her shattered dreams through her son. Apparently she's quite violent. She forces him to play the piano. We also got Light Years by Cass Morgan. This is the first book in a romantic sci-fi series. Follows a group of students in the Quatra Fleet Academy. Now I'm on to Book Box Club, and the first one I've got to show you is this absolute stonker of a book, and this is The Queens of Innisleah by Tessa Grattan. It's an absolutely stunning book, but it is absolutely massive, and I believe this is a retelling of King Lear, which I've never read but I know a little bit about. And in my June box I got All of This Is True / maybe not true, and this is by Lydia Day Penaflor, and it follows three friends who are fangirls of a novel series, and I think something isn't quite what it should be. And then we got an ARC copy of The Boneless Mercies. That's what it's supposed to look like. It does have an absolutely beautiful spine though. It always makes me think of a KFC boneless banquet. And this is by April Genevieve Toucholk. They called us the Boneless Mercies. They said they were shadows, ghosts, and if you touched their skin, we dissolved into smoke. That sounds quite cool. And it does actually have some really, like, there goes the other book on the floor. Some shiny, pretty feathers. And the most recent one I got from the Book Box Club was this month's The Lost Witch by Melvin Burgess. A young girl who starts to realise she's got some sort of powers, and obviously it turns out she's going to be a witch. And from Whimsify, this month I've just done a sort of like a 1 or 2 month subscription to Whimsify just to see what it's like, but I was thrilled with this month's choice of Lifelike by J. Christoph. I absolutely love the Illuminae files, so I'm very keen to read more from J. Christoph. I do actually like the hint of the beehive there. The sci-fi dystopian dealing with AI and fantastically powerful robots. I actually got a free £20 Amazon voucher for subscribing to the National Trust, so I treated myself to 100 Nasty Women of History by Hannah Jewell. And it's brilliant, badass and completely fearless women everyone should know. It's got little biographies and photographs. It's broken down into different categories, so you've got wonderful ancient weirdos, women who are geniuses, women who wrote dangerous things, women who wore trousers and enjoyed terrifying hobbies, women who fought empires and racists, women who knew how to have a good ass time, women who punched Nazis, and your new revolutionary role models. So that's you all caught up with what I've had on my recent subscription boxes. Let's chat in the comments down below. I'll see you all soon, BookTube. Keep reading. Bye!